Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. A bit of a technical glitch there for just a moment, but I believe we've fixed it. That countdown is correct. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds, everybody. Welcome in, and good morning, good morning, good morning. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, live. Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome and to follow the Bradley's Fun. My name is Ron E. Bradley, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day. Welcome to the Daily Dish. Speaking of the day, as of the recording of this, it's 9:39 in the morning on the 30th day of July. Happy birthday to my stepbrother out there. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to my trainer, Sagi Kalev. It is his birthday out there today. We are, I believe, the same age. He's a few months older than me. We're in the same year, I believe. Could be wrong. He was Mr. Israel a long time ago, Sagi Kalev. He's awesome. He is also known as the Beast. Not Mr. Beast from YouTube, but he was known as the Beast way before. We are having some technical issues this morning. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm clearly freezing up on my end, and I don't know why. I have no idea why we are freezing up, but there we are, All right, so let's see who all we have in the chat today. As I glitch out, I don't know. It's probably because my studio is not exactly close to the Wi-Fi signal. Some rooms and stuff in between us. And I could probably drag a wire here, but I'd have to unplug it every single day. An Ethernet cable. Maybe I could do that though. I might have to get a long Ethernet cable, and I used to have a 50-foot one hanging around somewhere. I don't think I still have it here, but I might be able to find it. Is it out there? I don't know. We shall see. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's see who we have in the chat for this morning's. Hey, I managed to make it 9:30 2 days in a row, and you guys did too. So thank you so much for that, because I don't really like getting up earlier, but it is what it is. I just feel like as the audience is growing a little bit and we're doing a little bit more, I think it'd be fun for you guys if the show is a little bit longer. I've had the request to make the show a little bit longer, and in order to stream into culture, he's keeping the show at the same time, so I gotta bump up a little bit my time. So I've moved to a 9:30 start. So hopefully that means I can be a little bit more relaxed in getting going and not necessarily have to get to the stories super fast, and we can have more time to chat with you guys, because you guys are the ones I'm doing this for. So thank you so much. Please do remember, whether you're watching this live right now or whether you're coming into the stream later, click that like button on your way in. That is what helps YouTube and the YouTube algorithm to feed this stream out to more people. We want to grow this audience. I see 11 of you out there watching right now. We want to grow to 15 to 20. I would love to see this by the time we begin September, an audience of 30, 35, 40, 50. Hey, share this with your friends out there on the social medias, and let's get this out there so that we got a lot of people in here and we can really, really dish, right? All right, it'll be fun, a lot of fun there. Okay, so we got Little Mouse is in the house. She is Little Mouse. I don't know if that's a she or he, but it's a member. And they say hi, and I say hi back to Little Mouse. Little Mouse was asking about the title. So you got banned from Disney World. I did not, and I hope to never get banned from Disney World. I try to be very, very aware of rules when I am in Disney. I've had some brushes, if you will, with security. Only not really minor things. Like I remember one time I was at the Magic Kingdom. I was not in the Magic Kingdom, but I was at the Magic Kingdom, and I was in front of the Magic Kingdom, and I had gone down the platform and I was looking around for something. I can't remember what it was, but somebody from security thought I looked suspicious, so they came up to me and asked what I was doing. It was not that really big of a deal. I wasn't taken anywhere or anything like that. It was just some misunderstanding of, I was a little bit flustered about something, and I was by myself though, so it wasn't a big deal. but we are going to be discussing some of the things that people have done that are, some of them are just stupid. Can I say stupid? Hopefully that's a word that I can use on YouTube and be okay, because it's a real word and people really do stupid things. So yeah, I hope. But I did not get banned from Disney. See what we've got. Go and Shogi says good morning. And good morning to Go and Shogi. I'm always happy to see you here. And then, of course, Little Mouse says, well, I replied that this show is about making sure you and me do not get banned from the Disney properties. And Little Mouse said, thank you. I figured you didn't get banned that quick. That is true. We're going to dish about, you're going to be surprised who has gotten banned from Disney. It's pretty surprising. Native Hawaiian says, I made it. Been away working at Comic-Con. Morning, everyone. San Diego Comic-Con, I'm assuming you can, hopefully tell us a little bit more about that. It sounds like a fun experience. Go and Shogi says, blast off, ready to go. Mind Forked. Mind Forked is in the house, and Mind Forked says, hey, Bradley's, and I'd say, hey, back to you, Mind Forked. I got to be careful saying that name. Making sure. Audio is good, but the picture is a little spotty. It sure is, but as long as my face is here, the picture's going to be spotty. I apologize. It's what I was born with. I haven't gotten any work on this thing, so it is what it is. And the Hitchhiking Bone says, howdy, y'all. And I'm going to say howdy back to the Hitchhiking Bones. And then, yeah, we can hear but freezing a bit. And happy Friends Day. Is today Friends Day? Or is it Happy Day, friends? Like equals smashed. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, hey, volunteering is a great way to get into the cons, right? And the movie Hangout says, good morning. Will they ban me if I wear a Splash Mountain shirt? They will not. I actually saw a person the last time I was at the Magic Kingdom, which was maybe a week ago. I did see a person wearing a Splash Mountain t-shirt. And considering that Deadpool is making jokes about Splash Mountain in Disney's California Adventure, no, they're not going to ban you for wearing a Splash Mountain t-shirt. I wouldn't be surprised if, just to make money off it, they end up selling Splash Mountain merch, because Disney will do that kind of a thing. And it is International Friendship Day. And Vinny T, somebody I haven't seen in the chat before, so welcome in, Vinny T. Fun way you titled to thumbnail makes it sound like you. No, not me. I'm. What did I title it? It says kicked out of Disney for what? Oh yes, not me kicked out of Disney. It's what can you be kicked out of Disney for? I'm so sorry you read that. It wasn't supposed to be interpreted that way. If I did, I would write me. I got kicked out, but I'm not going to write that because I didn't. Yes. I like what Native Hawaiian says here. Native Hawaiian says, no, at the movie Hangout, no, CMs might even compliment you. Yeah, that's true. The movie Hangout back here. Oh, that is so funny. As we get going, one of the things I want to let everybody know, first of all, again, smash that like button if you haven't. If you're not subscribed to the channel, of course, click that subscribe button. And also click the notification bell, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm. And you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun, of all of our live streams, uploads. We do vlogs, we do lives, we do this show every day. And we also do... I'll be live streaming from the parks. I'll be doing vlogging, lots of vlogging from the parks. You can see lots of family vlogs on your channel, on my channel, on our channel, on the family channel. And so, yeah, we have a lot of good and fun things going on Follow the Bradley's Fun. Because when you follow us, when you subscribe, you follow Bradley's Fun. And speaking of subscriptions, we also have memberships available. As a matter of fact, we got several members in the house this morning. We have Go and Shogi, is in the house. And I think I saw Little Mouse also is a member of the channel in the house this morning. So welcome in members. Memberships are available starting at only $2.99 per month, less than a cup of coffee. And certainly about less than, French fries at McDonald's, which are now $4.99. Can you believe that for French fries at McDonald's? It's unbelievable. That's where I am. They could be higher in other places. And I also wanted to let people know that we are still doing a fundraiser. We've actually upgraded one level in StreamYard, and then there's a second level that I want to upgrade so that I can stream in 1080p. We're streaming in 720 now, and I'm recording this. I'm being able to record these and put them out as videos and all of those types of things. That requires the next level. So we're still doing some fundraising. I'm so grateful for all of you that have contributed over the last month. I know Go and Shogi is in the chat. Thank you so much. You have enabled us to upgrade to that next level, and now we just got one more level to go. So we're still working on the fundraiser for. And so we can bring you the highest quality streams and the highest quality shows, even when we go to the parks. And that's a big thing. When we get to the parks and I want to use StreamYard and be able to chat and everything, we definitely need the higher quality for streaming in the parks. Just one of those things that you need. So we are doing that, but what I want to let people know is, of course, you're going to get primary attention if you become a member, and if you do any super chats, super thanks, super stickers, those get number one priority attention, and we also celebrate those with this little celebration.
Is it too much? Too much? It's perfect!
Oh, this is just the best of my scene.
Okay, we are celebrating National Friendship Day. Apparently, National Friendship Day. So Hitchhiking Bones says, I'm doing housework, but I'll be in ghost mode. That's okay, ghost mode. We've got some things that we are going to dish about, and it's going to be pretty fun today. And that's what today's show about. Actually, today's show might be a little shorter. As a matter of fact, I should check something, and that is, I wanted to see if, because I don't have it set up yet for Culture Casino. Normally, what I like to do is stream right into Culture Casino so we can raid him at 1040. Sorry, this is my caffeinated beverage, and it's cold. It's not hot, and I can see what is the current state. Finding a Culture Casino. Let's see. It's funny because a lot of times when I search 6 Minute Daily, it doesn't come up right away. I don't really know why. I'm going through this on my end. See that? There it is. There it is right there. Perfect. So it looks like he is going to be talking about the $80 million Robert Downey Jr. payday. Supposedly, and I have seen some tweets about this, I don't know yet if this is the case. But but man, oh man, supposedly they're paying Robert Downey Jr. to $80 million to come back, not as Iron Man, but as Dr. Doom. This all seems very suspicious to me, but I'm not ready to dish about it yet. Yes, that's how I found your channel, Culture and Lorena. Well, I appreciate that, Vinny T. Yes, we are all good friends. Lorena and I hang out. We go to the parks together. Culture, when he comes down, and hopefully, I haven't actually met him in person, but we've been on streams together online for sure, guest panel appearances, and often on the WDW Pro Show or That Park Place or T3PO. We have a blast over there. And doing those shows actually is what kind of inspired me to want to do kind of my own, where we really focus. I try to focus more on the parks. If it's something in pop culture that's going to affect the parks, such as Deadpool and Wolverine, I will then talk about that. So I did a little bit of a Deadpool Wolverine movie review live. I was going to do a spoiler review, but there's so many of those out there. So I don't know that my take is going to be any more helpful than anyone else's take when it comes to a spoiler review. But so I haven't done that. And but I did talk about Deadpool and Wolverine and how they've come to the parks. I think I did that. Was that yesterday? Because some of the stuff, like, I don't know if you want to try to explain to your 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old why they can't go watch the Deadpool Wolverine movie. If you're going to a park, you see Deadpool, you see Wolverine, they're telling funny stories, your 8-year-old thinks it's funny, and then you got to explain to that 8-year-old, well, first of all, some of the jokes, not really appropriate even for not even for the parks. Others of the jokes, they just, I mean, they may laugh at them as a 5 to 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, but you should not be taking those kids to that movie because that is it is a very, very rated R, very rated R movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't be that parent that subjects your child to extremely gratuitous bloody violence and the F word every other minute on the screen. It seems like it's funny, it's done in humor, but it's certainly not appropriate for kids. Hey, what's up, Wayne? Fairbrick Studio coming into the house. He says hello. He's a member of the channel now. Good to see you. Good to see you had the membership dropped on you. Oh wow, this is awesome. Go and Shogi has gifted 5 memberships. So guess what Guess what happens when we drop memberships? We get a celebration. Celebration time.
Is it too much? Too much. It's the perfect.
Hey, this is just the best of my scene.
I finally figured it out. Well, thank you so much. We absolutely appreciate that. And you know what? When that was playing, because of you, it gave me an idea. Because when you do that, when I get more members, I get to add custom emojis. So, by the way, if you have those custom emojis, drop those custom emojis in the chat. Drop Mirabelle or my fedora hat that I normally wear when I'm vlogging, not this. But I got an idea. Tell me what you think of this, Go and Shogi. I was thinking maybe I can do a custom emoji of the Martin Short character from that little short celebration that I did. That would be funny. What is his name? I can't even think of this character's name. I know what he says. He's like, "Oh, I just love Pat Sajak, I must say." Love the hat. Oh, the fedora. Yeah, very, very cool. So, my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, I think that would be funny. I think I'll do that one, and then I'll try to figure out some others and put them to a vote for the members out there. But that being said, and having been able to redirect this stream over the culture, let's talk about some of the funny ways that this is going to be a fun show. Which do you guys want me to talk about first? I will let you decide, and you can tell me in the chat. First of all, regular guest, what they have done to get banned, and I can show you that. I've got that story up. Or do you want to know what celebrities have gotten banned from Disneyland? Because I got Disneyland and Disney World. I've got both. You let me know which one do you want me to do first? This is a different kind of a show. This isn't really any bad news. It's just funny, funny stuff. So let me know in the chat. I don't know. Supposedly there is a way to drop a poll in the chat. Vinny T says celebrity. I don't know how to do. I'm going to have to figure out how to drop a poll because I think there's a way to drop a poll. Thank you, Fairbricks, for those custom emojis, those member-only emojis. Appreciate that. So we've got one vote for celebrity. I don't. Let's see. Under banners, can I do a poll there? Create a banner. That just says create a banner. No, that's not it. Under brand, can I create a poll in the brand? There's got to be somewhere where I can create a poll. You would think it would be in the comments. That's it there. Let's go to comments and see. Well, we got celebrities. Going Shogi says, I got 2 votes for celebrities. And no, it's not that. It's not that. All right. Let's do celebrities first, okay? Let's share this tab. All right. So this is out of Mickey Visit, and this was shared on July. Let me see. This was shared, I believe it was it's July 19th, 2024. So this is recent, although I will tell you, I've read through some of the story, and the stories aren't necessarily recent stories about celebrities. You're going to be probably pretty surprised. I was at who has been banned in the past. Now, this is not banned necessarily forever. This is just kicked out of the park at least one time and perhaps banned for a period of time. Some of these guests, I believe, have been back. There's a story about Justin Bieber I don't think is in here that I have heard, and that Justin Bieber is one of the celebrities who've been banned, but nobody would be surprised. Like, who would be surprised that Justin Bieber got himself banned? Because back in the day, he was a wily little individual. Let me see. This is by Rebecca Brown out of Mickey Visit. And we've got Disney bans guests from theme parks. No exceptions were made for these celebrities that broke the rule. Okay, so who are some of these celebrities? And how do I get rid of the Pepto-Bismol ad? There we go. Hopefully that did it. So this is their version of the same kind of picture that I did. I had to use my own picture because I don't want to on my thumbnail. So that's the photograph of the castle on my thumbnail is I took a couple weeks ago myself. So let's read. The Disney parks attract so many guests because they are a place where you can go to have a great time while experiencing the magic of Disney. However, even though they are filled with happiness and fun experiences, that doesn't mean that rules don't exist. There are a variety of rules in place that are meant to keep everyone who is on Disney property safe and happy. While some may scoff, it's not taken lightly when rules aren't followed. The cast members and security team of Disney are all trained to know the rules, spot when they're not being followed, and know how to handle the situation when rules are broken. The severity of punishment depends on the actions of the guest or guests involved. The situation may simply call for a warning. The next step, if a warning is followed or a situation warrants immediate action, is park removal. This may be removal from the parks for the day, a certain amount of time, or a lifelong ban. No exceptions are made for celebrities. And that's still all right. So there is a picture of Adventureland. Stories of guests getting kicked out of or banned from the parks are unfortunately not uncommon. That is true. That's the sad part of this, is that people break the rules all the time. Sometimes it seems like there's simply a lack of common sense. Other times guests purposefully break rules for fun or to see what they can get away with. Like people doing YouTube videos of sneaking into Disneyland. Don't do that. That's ridiculous. Other times guests purposely let's see. No matter what the reasoning is, rules are rules. If you break them, you'll have to face the consequences. This goes for everyone who visits Disney. Your class, status, and career. You anyway. Keep reading to find out which side. You can see it on the screen already. Which celebrities are banned from Disney and what they did to receive their not so magical punishment. And it's this first one that I thought is hilarious because of the Hall of Presidents. I apologize for any extraneous noise you might hear. I just heard that the lawnmowers are here, which I have no control over, and they are outside of my window right now. So you might hear some buzzing in the background. What the heck did Barack Obama, former president of the United States, do to get banned at the Diz? Let's find out. Oh my gosh, this is funny. OCDD is here. Let's see. I'm in a couple new places. A couple new people have come into the house. Jevin Richardson is here. OCDD 93. Bieber isn't banned. He was there with Haley. Yeah, I think that he was banned for a little while, and then that ban was lifted. That is my understanding. This was a long time ago that it happened, because I heard about it when I was working for Disney in 2014. That he had been banned because he did a lot of damage to a room at the Grand Floridian, supposedly. Again, I don't have the story on this one, so that's just a rumor that I heard. But good morning. But this is funny. This Barack Obama one. This is obviously not a permanent ban by any means, but let's read about what Barack Obama, former president of the United States, did to get himself banned from Disney World. This is a pretty funny story. When I read it, I kind of cracked up a little bit. Former President Barack Obama, during his time as a student at Occidental College, his crime, smoking cigarettes on an attraction. Now, these days, smoking is 100% completely banned in the parks. Now, if you light up, a cast member sees you, they'll just go over and tell you, please stop. If you try to continue, then you will get thrown out. But if you just stop and you say, oh, I didn't realize that, sorry, and nothing will happen, you'll just get that warning. But you'll be watched, and if you light up again, you could get kicked out, because there's smoking, both smoking and vaping are not allowed in the parks anywhere. There is a section outside of each park in the front entry plaza before you go through the gates to get in. There's a section for smoking that's usually pretty far away from where the guests normally travel. I don't like the one at Epcot because it's right by the bathrooms I like to use. And the one in Animal Kingdom is right in front of Rainforest Cafe. I don't like that they did that either, but whatever. The one at Hollywood Studios is the best because it's pretty far away from anywhere people come in. But anyhow, so his crime, smoking cigarettes on attraction. In Disneyland's early years, smoking was allowed throughout the park. Weird, right? I mean, you know that Walt himself was a smoker, and that's what he died from, was lung cancer. Very sad. There even used to be a tobacco shop on Main Street. That is true. That was back in the 1950s. However, back then, smoking was never allowed on rides, attractions, or in the queues. And eventually, of course, they moved to a situation where they had smoking areas in the parks and eventually banned completely. Well, Obama briefly discussed his experience during a speech that he gave in Anaheim in 2018. So at the time he gave the speech, let's see, this was just after he had been, out of the presidency. The Orange County Register quotes Obama saying this about the time he got kicked out of Disneyland. I'm ashamed to say this. So close. So close your ears, young people. But a few of us, not the Skyliner that we have at Walt Disney World now, but the Sky Ride, which is similar technology. They had a Sky Ride at Disneyland and, Magic Kingdom when it first opened up. And He was smoking on the ride. Oh my gosh. He said, recalling his moment on the Skyway attraction. These were cigarettes, people, he continued. There's these two very large Disneyland police officers, and they say, sir, can you come with us? And they escort us out of Disneyland. This is a true story, everybody. I was booted from the Magic Kingdom. Of course, the Magic Kingdom he's talking about was Disneyland, which was nicknamed the Magic Kingdom, and that's why the Magic was only nicknamed that. So they took that nickname and actually applied it to the official name of the park at Walt Disney World. The Orange County Register also quoted Disney's CEO Bob Iger. Can I get rid of this ad? Also quoted Disney's CEO Bob Iger's response to Obama's story. Iger took to Twitter and said this. Obama just opened up a speech in Anaheim with a story from his college years about getting kicked out of Disneyland for smoking cigarettes on a ride. He can always come back as long as he doesn't smoke. Luckily, Obama was simply removed from the park and wasn't banned. He has since been to the Disney theme parks. I'm going to skip the story about Bruce Springsteen and Steven Van Zandt. We might come back to it, but there's one that is very, very relevant to today. If I can scroll down here and find it, let me see. Rebel Wilson. We're going to talk about Rebel Wilson and her situation in a second, but first, we'll talk about, because this has to do with Deadpool. This next story. Here it is. Blake Lively. So Blake Lively, who is Deadpool's wife, Ryan Reynolds' wife in real life, apparently has a getting banned from Disney story, which I thought was really funny when I saw this one. Blake Lively's Disneyland crime landed her and her brother in Disneyland jail. It also left them with the sentencing of a 1-year ban from the parks. Woof. What's even more surprising is that she was only 6. So this isn't recent. She was only 6 years old when this happened. As a child, Blake would visit Disneyland almost weekly. Her mom would even take her out of school to go spend time there. However, on this particular day, Blake and her older brother tried to sneak into the park for free. Never do that. Never try to sneak in. It's very, very difficult to do. Blake told David Letterman the story when she was on the Late Show with David Letterman. Quotes taken from the Orange County Register give us insight. He says, I don't think they stamp you anymore because you don't really need that. And probably for this reason, this is one of the reasons they invented the newer technology that they use today to get you back into the park. But she says, you get a stamp when you leave the park. If you spray hairspray on it, you can transfer them to someone else's hand. This is not something I have ever known or ever read about before in my life until this very day. Blake continues to recall the incident and what happened in rooms. Everyone's dressed all in white. The furniture is all white, and they just interrogate us. And now she's 6. Think about it. It was really scary and traumatizing. After the children were caught, they were banned from Disneyland for an entire year. Fortunately, the experience didn't keep Blake from returning to the Disney parks. She frequently visits Disneyland and Disneyland Paris with her family and friends, and I'm sure she has more of a reason to now that a representation of her husband as Deadpool is in the parks. Some too. Let me go back to the chat here real quick and see where the chat is at. Got some new people coming in to the chat. So OCDD says, okay, good. Bieber's my boy. So glad he got his life turned around. He did get his life turned around. It's when he had gotten kicked out, I think this was 2012 or 2013 when I heard. That's the time that I heard about it happening. I heard about it in 2014, but I think it was 12 or 13 that it happened. He was young. He was young. And he just like apparently destroyed a room partying at the Grand Floridian. Hopefully allowed back in now. Just had a little glitch there. And yeah, he was definitely a little that icon back in the day. Bud Files is here. The Bud Files, Sue, you got a membership drop to you. Congratulations on becoming a member of the channel, Sue, from the Bud Files. And then my beautiful wife. She's up. She's awake. She's in the chat. And my beautiful wife says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, baby. I hope you're okay. I try to be quiet when I first come in here and let her sleep in because she needs it. I go to bed early so that I can do the show. And so when our son wants to stay up, she stays with him. I appreciate that. And OCDD says, good morning, Going Shogi. Now, OCDD says this about the smoking rule. I'm very thankful there's no smoking in the parks or hotels. I get horrible migraines that come on very quickly when I get around cigarette smoke. I feel the smoke before I actually smell it. And I personally can very much appreciate that. And the reason I say that is because I am actually allergic to cigarette smoke. And it's funny because I got that thing that was going around back in 2020 and 2021. And the only reason I knew, I didn't even get tested. I never got tested because I didn't feel very sick. It was actually when I got well that I knew that I had it, because I was walking past a smoking section outdoors at the park. I walked past where I want to say 4 or 5 guests were smoking. Now, normally I smell cigarette smoke from 500 feet away. I'm not kidding you. It can be over a football field away, and I will smell it and know that it's there. Well, this time I walked past those guests, and I didn't smell anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that thing, that little tickle in my throat and that little bit of sneezing that I was doing, that must have been that thing. So, yeah, I'm not saying it now because I don't know if you can. I don't want any pop up on the screen or whatever to refer back to anything. Again, Going Shogi says, if I'm going to get booted for smoking, I'm going to be on a much cooler ride than the Skyway gondolas. Oh, yeah, those were funny back in the day. There's some wild story about people failing to sneak into Disneyland in the Mouse Tales book. Some are fairly tragic, but some are interesting. Oh, Fletcher Williams is here. Fletcher Williams, this is great, man. Good to see you in the chat. I haven't. It's been a couple mornings since I've seen you over here, so appreciate that. And Fletcher says, "All hail, Going Shogi." And I'm trying to see who else is here. Ola, Virginia. And then my wife says, I love that nobody can smoke at the Disney parks. Hola to Fletcher. Very good there. And then Fletcher says, my brother used to smoke heavily, not heavenly, heavily. Isn't horrible. Yeah, so like, and believe it or not, when I was a younger person, I did have a period of my life where I was a casual smoker. That gave that up when I was 21 years old. So I am so glad that I did, because I can't stand it. And I don't have much trouble with the stream today. I'm going to have to call Spectrum and ask what the heck is going on with the internet. Hey, we pay $100 a month for internet, Spectrum. You can do a better job than whatever the heck is happening here. Yeah. So it's looking like I have a decent signal. I'm just trying to check Trying to check and see if my signal's decent, because I should have a good signal. But I might have to find a cord. Bring it back here. Anyhow, let me see here. Oh, I wanted to share one more celebrity with you, and let me see if I can find. This is somebody I just found kind of surprising in this bunch, and there's more in the story if you go find it. Let me see. Okay, here it is. So this is another one that got banned that I thought was pretty funny to find, and that is Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson, I like Rebel Wilson. I'm a fan of hers from the Pitch Perfect movies, and she's actually been doing a great job at shedding some pounds lately and getting herself healthier, which I need to do as well. I'm working on Rebel Wilson. Some guests are simply asked to leave the parks when they break the rules. Others get banned. The amount of time you get banned from the parks depends on the severity of the offense. For Rebel Wilson, her ban lasted 30 days. The actress shared her story with host Hassan Minhaj when she was on The Daily Show in March of 2023. Getting banned for an entire month seems like a pretty big deal. What did Rebel do to warrant such a punishment? This is what's so funny when you come to this part of the article, because it's a rule that you wouldn't know unless you happen to be really wealthy. You have to be rich in order to break this rule in the first place. What did Rebel do to warrant such a punishment? As it turns out, she took a selfie. Now, how do you get banned from a Disney park simply by taking a selfie? Well, this one has to do with where she took the selfie, and it wasn't backstage. That's what's so funny. All right, so the fact that she took a selfie wasn't the issue. The real problem was the location in which she took it. Rebel's photo incident took place in Disneyland's extremely exclusive dining club, Club 33. Now, if you don't know what Club 33 is, this is an exclusive club because, Disney's so inclusive. It's funny to me that they ever created the inclusion key, because they became a hypocrite the moment they said that they were having a key called inclusion. They became hypocrites because they completely exclude people based on class. And what I mean by class is wealth. So if you're in the lower classes, middle class, lower class, if you're anything other than upper class, you are not going to be included in so many things at Disney. You will be excluded, and Club 33 is definitely one of those things you are excluded from based on your class, because it's all about all about the greenbacks, y'all. It's all about the money. For Disney, it's all about the money. That is always the case with Disney. And Club 33 is no exception to that. It costs, I believe, $50,000 to $75,000 to join. Just to join Club 33. You can't just ask to join either. You have to be invited. You have to be very wealthy, a regular guest to Disney, and Disney has to see your financial activity up to the point where they invite you is worthy of an invite. I know this because I have a friend who got the invite, and he was explaining to me how the whole process of what happened. So you pay $50,000 to $75,000 to join. You pay upwards of $25,000 or more per year to remain a member. If you live in Golden Oak at Disney World, part of your fees of the HOA dues is membership in Club 33. So if you live at Golden Oak in a multi-million-dollar mansion, those mansions, I believe, cost like $10 to $30 million at Golden Oak. And they're on Disney World property. Well, it's just off technically now, but yeah, you have to go into Disney World to get to Golden Oak. It's crazy. So you have to be extremely rich to get into Club 33. That is not me. I am not one of those people. I am not in a class. I am excluded, not just for being straight and white, but but also for not being super wealthy. And by the way, they don't really care what you look like as long as you got money. If you got money, you can be included in everything. There's no diversity. It's about how much money you have. I guarantee it. Anyway, so she took the picture in Club 33. Cell phones are allowed at Club 33. You're even allowed to take pictures there. However, you are not permitted to take pictures of other guests or take pictures in the restroom. Rebel, unfortunately, took a bathroom selfie in Club 33, in the Club 33 restroom where photos are not permitted. That is hilarious to me. How you get kicked out of Disney for taking a selfie in a bathroom at Disneyland? That is so funny. Insider quote the story that Rebel shared during her interview on the Daily Show. Here's what they had to say, or here's what she had to say. I took a photo inside a secret bathroom at Disneyland, which is illegal at Disneyland, and I got officially banned for 30 days. They called me up and said, Rebel, what 30 days do you not want to come to Disneyland because you're away filming a movie or something? And I said, oh, June would be fine. So she got banned, but she made sure it was a time, and Disneyland made sure it was a time. Like, they had to follow the rule and ban her, but they did it in a way that didn't ban her at all, really. Oh my gosh. Because she's like, oh, June would be fine. So she's away. She wouldn't have been able to go to Disneyland even during that time. What a weird thing. So if you're rich, you can break the rules. You can get punished with a non-punishment because you're rich enough. Weird. Anyway, so even though it's never a good thing to get banned from Disney Park, at least Disney was considerate of Rebel in her time. So funny. They weren't considerate. They bent over backwards because she's a rich celebrity. Prior to the selfie incident, Rebel and Ramona Gruma got engaged at Disneyland. However, Rebel won't be having a Disney wedding. Luckily, that decision had nothing to do with the ban. Rebel seems to be content with the amount of Disney in the relationship, and she's quoted sharing this statement with Today. We got engaged there. That's probably enough Disney. And then, of course, the Blake Lively story comes up after that. That is just so funny to me when I see that. Go and Shogi says, the more you learn about Club 33, the less fun it sounds. And then Fletcher says, wow, that's a lot of greenbacks. Is that a new demographic Disney is going for? It is not. It is an old demographic Disney has been going for a long time. There are so many high dollar exclusive things at Disney that you can do if you're wealth. I mean, you're talking about things like the VIP tours. So like, I firmly believe the VIP tours are the very reason that Disney will not do a multi-pass Lightning Lane or what formerly Genie Plus. I believe that they're not going to have a skip the lines like Universal has, which is where you can buy the Express Pass at Universal. You buy the Express Pass, you don't have to check anything. It is a very high level upcharge, but you're not in competition with a lot of people by using the Express Pass. They sell very limited number of them so that when you go to the ride, you go to the Express Pass line and you get right on. It's like a 5-minute wait or less. Lightning Lane is different because if you get into a Lightning Lane, your wait at the high wait times when it's like an hour more for everybody else, your wait time can still be 30 to 45 minutes in a Lightning Lane. That doesn't happen with Express Pass because Express Pass is sold to a much smaller group of people. But if you're on a VIP tour at Disney World, which costs a lot more money, you actually skip the Lightning Lane and there's a place for you to enter. Depending on the level of VIP tour, you may have a special entrance just for you. When I worked at Disney for DVC back in 2014 to 2016, I saw some of these special backstage entrances that celebrity and high-level guests could get to go on the rides, where they would actually, like for Soarin', they were telling us about the special backstage entrance that they have for Soarin'. They were telling us about Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, for her, they closed the Soarin' Theater to all regular guests. And when one group of regular guests was exited out, the next group was not brought in. They simply brought in Mariah Carey and her family, and she still complained about it. So apparently, Mariah Carey, while she didn't break any rules, she still was apparently not a very nice person. Now, of course, that was years ago. I don't know how she is now, but there are other names that I could tell you that I've heard that are not been great people when it comes to how they've treated the cast members as being celebrities themselves. But that is interesting. So let's see. Tiana's was down again. Was that today? Tiana's is down again. I'm not surprised. California Dreamin'. Man, Tiana's is down so often. It's sort of ridiculous. And then. Yeah, so Glenn Shogi says, not always. I've seen VIP tours use the lightning lanes in Disneyland. They just use the regular lightning lane line. Yes, that is true, depending on the level of VIP tour you have. So the nice thing is you don't have to book them. Like if you're on the VIP tour, you go right into the lightning lane and you don't have to, and that's for every ride across the board. It's not anything that you have to book, which is why I think they don't do the express pass, because they want people to buy the VIP tour, which technically is a nicer experience. You get a tour guide. It's a great job to have if you are going to be a cast member at Disneyland or Disney World, and you have the ability to be on your feet and walk. Try to be a VIP tour guide, which is something I was looking into, but I never did end up doing. Mostly because of the constant walking, and I have some foot issues. I have to be off my feet a lot. But you can get tipped really, really well, and you get to eat for free. So every year, because you go to the meals with the VIP tours, and they buy your meal for you. So that's kind of nice. No, Nolan, Nolan, what's up, man? Banned the no, I'm not banned. I'm not banned. We're talking about. We're not talking about me getting banned. We're talking about celebrities and other guests that have gotten banned. So it's not me. It's not me. If it were me, I would have said I got banned. But I hopefully, I don't want to. I'm actually teaching people how not to, like, obey the rules and the band. So nothing happened to me personally. It's just what happened to other people. There are levels. It is an ungodly fee per hour, no matter what level you are. But yeah, you can buy higher levels of VIP tours, and if you're a celebrity, you can actually buy out the park. You can. I want to share this other one. This is now we're moving on to the non-celebrity, and there are so many examples of this, but I only really have time for just this one before we switch over to culture. Let's see if I can bring this up. This is really, really funny. Person caught swimming in the rivers of America at the Magic Kingdom. Now, this is probably going to get you banned for a period of time, unless it was an accident and you fell in. But according to this story, from what I've seen, and this is on Pirates and Princesses.net, this is the same people who do the Clownfish TV YouTube channel, so shout out to them. Person caught swimming in rivers of America at the Magic Kingdom. And no, let's get that off of there. Sorry. All these things, all of these pop-ups always happen when I try to share the tab. Let's see if we can get rid of that. All right. So, against being in the water in undesignated areas of their theme parks, but that didn't stop a guest from swimming in the rivers of America at the Magic Kingdom. that I have to ask Val, how do you get rid of all this stuff? There's got to be a way, right? All right. So Disney theme parks, but that did not stop a guest from swimming in the rivers of America at the Magic Kingdom. The rivers of America is the waterway area in Frontierland and Liberty Square in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. This area is dangerous due to unknown parasites in the water, alligators, snakes, even the Disney watercraft that transports guests to Tom Sawyer Island, or around the water loop on the Liberty Bell. So yeah, there's a lot of dangerous stuff in the rivers of America. TikTok video posted by Jeffrey Tillett shows an individual swimming around in the water on July 16th. He seemingly moves from Tom Sawyer Island toward the land near Big Thunder Mountain, trying to get past all of the pop-ups and to the actual story. You need to wait for the boat, someone says. This is not the first time someone has been in the water. Previously have been guests resorts. These waterways are restricted for as a matter of fact, the Sassagoula River is one of the places I've frequently seen alligators. In the river and on the river's edge, I've seen plenty of alligators there. So yeah, you don't want to swim in any of the water at Disney World because there are always snakes and alligators around, poisonous snakes. Alligators, if they bite you, they can easily take a limb off, and they can also easily take your life. So you probably don't want to do that, when there's an alligator around. They're dangerous to guests, could lead to harm or illness, and of course, in one instance, a child was pulled away by an alligator and died. That is true. That was in 2016. It was a very sad week. Comments on the video were quick to point out the dangers of this behavior. A commenter claims they worked at the Tom Sawyer boat, and there have been alligators in the water. Yes, there are. Look at these alligator, snakes, bacteria alone. Boat captain for Tom Sawyer swimming towards the fueling area. There's gators in those waters. There is no way I'd jump into that theme park dumpster juice. I hope he won a huge bet. In his defense, I've been stuck on Tom Sawyer Island waiting for the 2-minute boat ride back to Frontierland. So I get the appeal, that's weird. I don't get any appeal because that water is so gross. And can't really get stuck on Tom Sawyer Island waiting. The boats come like literally every 2 minutes. Do not do this. I don't care how hot Florida is. It's very dangerous. Yes. So that's really, I'm assuming that guy got kicked out of Disney because certainly he should have. But don't do dumb things when you're a park guest at Disney World or really any park. Okay, guys, that is basically what this is about. Don't do that. Going Shogi says, did that swim come with the tetanus shot? Man, I hope so, because that is some nasty stuff. They come out as the toxic Avenger after the swim. It probably came out, something that's just nasty. I'm guessing that they probably got kicked out of the park after that. The video was shared on TikTok more than by security, because usually what would happen first is you would get escorted out by security, and for doing something of that nature, you're going to get a ban, either a lifetime ban or a 30-day or month ban, something like that. There's some other things I've seen at resorts, people getting way too drunk, stuff like that, and then just doing really, really dumb things. Even at some of the resorts I've worked at in the past while I was there, things have happened. Just really, really bad things. But on that note, I just wanted to have fun with today's show. Because, man, the point being, what's up, Nita? Always good to see Nita in in the chat. Howdy ho. Howdy ho. I love that. I know where that comes from because it's funny. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Anita, this is pretty funny. If you want to go back and watch the show, it's about celebrities who got banned from Disney World. It wasn't me. Since you're just coming in, I like to let people know, not me. I'm good. I will always do everything I can to be obedient to the rules. I'm not going to do anything silly. It's not even really in my wheelhouse. Partially because when I was a cast member, I wanted to be the highest level, best cast member there could possibly be when I was working at Disney World. So I was as nice to guests as possible. I never, ever had, to the best of my knowledge, because I've gotten a ton of accolades from guests, the only people I ever had any issue with, and I didn't have an issue with them, but the people that had issues with me working at Disney World were fellow cast members who probably didn't see eye to eye when they looked at my social media as far as certain things. The Rivers of America is cleaner than Tiana's brown water. Tiana's brown water looks like chocolate milk sometimes. It's so nasty. Before we get going, I just want to say, yeah, I would agree with that. Pride in your work. You're supposed to have that no matter the job. That is true. Unfortunately, I see that less and less and less of the cast members who currently work at Disney, but this is like a decade, after I started. So here we are. I want to go back to this. Where Go and Shogi gifted 5 memberships to the channel, which helps us get towards that next goal of the higher level upstream, less glitchy, I hope, and a 1080p picture, because that is what we are. As I say that, I glitch out. That's funny. But yes, we want to get to that point. So thank you again, and let's do a celebration on this. Where's my celebration? There it is. Thank you for the gifted memberships and celebrating the 5 new members.
Is it too much? Too much. It's perfect.
Hey, this is just the best of us.
Thanks again, Go and Shogi. We appreciate that so much. And I see that you're going to have probably, well, is this working? There we go. Can't get everything working today. We have got to, I got to call Spectrum and find out why the internet is as shoddy as it has been this morning. But hopefully Culture has better internet than I've had, and we're going to send you over to him. So thank you so much for being here, everybody, today. When we go over to Culture, say hi from Follow the Bradley's Fun. Nita, Go and Shogi, Fletcher, Wayne, Little Mouse, everybody that was there, and thank you so much, my beautiful wife, for being in the chat today and helping everybody out. And until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Tell Culture hi from Follow the Bradley's Fun.